Hi. So my plan this morning was to go out to the rescue and get some footage working with that Lily and demonstrate a little bit of an LRS. Well, between kind of really wintry weather and Lily very much being in heat, we pull up and her, Charlie, and Angel are all grooming and running back and forth over their fence line. And so quick change of plans. And so being that I only get there once a week, I wanted to be successful, so I decided to keep it simple. So instead of really working any new things, it was a good day to go back to the basics and work on commitment and relationship. So we pretty much did just haltering, a little bit of leading, just committed her to coming into the halter, leading inside her stall away from Charlie and Angel, and then as a reinforcer, we just went ahead and took off her gear. She stayed and didn't take off running, reinforced that, and then she was free to go back to Charlie and Angel. So wasn't a new step, but definitely very good progress in her commitment and coming away from those other horses, leaving the area, and then getting to go back to the fence line to be with them. Horses are horses, and so it was her time to be with them at that point, and we might try to go out there later this week. So anyhow, what to do when an animal does something incorrect. I did put on the Facebook page a bit of a description of it. I always used the term in the past LRS, the least reinforcing scenario. But if it helps you, another way you can think of it is LRC, the least reinforcing consequence, since that's what we're really talking about, is how your consequences can increase or decrease the frequency of their behavior. So upon doing the incorrect behavior, you as a trainer, yelling, jumping up and down, being frustrating, changing the situation, you might actually inadvertently reinforce it, surprisingly enough. And so basically focusing on just positive reinforcement, all you can do is the least reinforcing thing that you can do, which is basically just 3-second pause, do nothing. Now in that time, there's a variety of things that can happen. They may take that time to think about it, and especially in the case of etiquette, correct themselves. Maybe think, oh, I should take that step back, or I should slow down. So they may do that. Also, they could not like that it wasn't acknowledged what they did and choose to walk away or attempt to leave. That's showing kind of not as engaged in the training session. And so if an animal accepts the fact that a mistake was made, there's no immediate reinforcement, and they stay there calmly, ready to go on, that's great. So that's it. 3 seconds, make sure you don't reinforce it and increase the frequency of it, and then just simply go on to the next step. Easy as that. And that's pretty much it. And again, that's the LRS, least reinforcing scenario that you could do, or the least reinforcing consequence. That's it. Okay, had to be to be continued. So ULRS, least reinforcing scenario or consequence, LRC, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, you do that. Third scenario, they stay there, they're calm, they have a great attitude, they're ready to go on, they're not leaving you. That's wonderful. It's a great attitude. They're learning how to learn. And so ever so slightly, every so often, that pause, that LRS, that's where rather than just being a consequence, it's also a stimulus for calm behavior, which means that occasionally gets reinforced. And that keeps a good attitude. Mistakes are part of learning. They're A-okay. And it's fun.